Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Abby Mainka of Brighton Volleyball. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. So wrapped up a pretty good season.
hmm
Accomplished a lot of things. And just talk about all the things that you were able to do, including winning a district title.
Yeah. So this season was really great for us. Last year we had a little bit of kind of a rough patch. We had a lot of talent, but our seniors we didn't have a ton of seniors last year. We had a lot of juniors, but this year we were all seniors. Well, not all of us, but a lot of seniors, and a lot of us have been playing together for a really long time. So it was just really great to we kind of grew up together, grew up playing together. So we really knew each other inside and out, and it was just really cohesive. And yeah, I mean, I can't remember our exact record, but won most of our games. Won the district title, went to regional semifinals, lost to Celine, which, is kind of bittersweet because there's always that disappointment that's like, we should have gone farther, we could have gone farther. But I'm really proud of my team because it's not like we didn't go down fighting. It was still a really great game. We played well, they played better. And that's how it goes. I mean, someone's got to lose. So, I have no regrets about the game personally. I'm proud of the way my team, there were some times during this season where I would say we had a little bit of we would get in our heads or kind of get down on ourselves when we weren't doing well. And I would say that the Celine game was really, for some people, I would say the first time that I've seen that didn't really happen. We kind of stayed, together, and we came together instead of kind of becoming individuals and breaking off. And I was really proud of us for that. That showed a lot of character growth.
Yeah. So, for a lot of people that might not know, it's a team that has historically has historically had a really good track record with volleyball. But this year, of course, a new coach coming in, and I know a lot of excitement was around, when Corey got the job and all that. So, what was it like learning from Coach Crocker and all that?
Yeah, it was really great. We were all super excited when we heard that she got the job because she's coached at Legacy Center,
Yep.
which a lot of us play there for clubs. So a lot of us knew her. She's obviously an incredible volleyball player, played at Michigan, played,
Yep.
For the national team. And she's a lot of us really look up to her, regardless of whether or not she played our position or anything, because she really knows the game inside out, and she knows kind of the feelings that we have surrounding the game because she was there not too long ago. And yeah, I mean, I was really excited to learn from her. And yeah, I think she really brought an element to our team that really helped us kind of bring that fire for the game back into us that I think maybe we had kind of lost. And it really helped us come together and be like, this is why I'm playing this sport. Like, I love this sport. I want to be here.
Yeah. So, this conference has just been, with many other sports, it's always, the division's always, is pretty good. I mean, look how far Northville has gotten.
Right.
How tough was this division going through in, really, really tough conference like the KLAA, especially in your side of the division where, Northville's really good. You're really good. Novi's always had a historic program. And of course, Heartland doing what they did this year. And of course, Howell as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we definitely have a stacked area in terms of volleyball. And, it can sometimes be frustrating because, you want to be able to go farther in the state tournament, but you play these really great teams so early on that some really great team is going to have to go home. And it's sometimes frustrating, but it's awesome that even before the state tournament starts, we get to play such great teams and kind of iron sharpens iron. We really get to know how the other team plays and point out kind of some of our weaknesses that maybe we wouldn't kind of get to know if we're just playing, maybe not as great teams. So I'm really glad that we have such a good area for volleyball because it makes us better. So
Yeah. How did let me ask this. I knew I when I when you agreed to do this, I wanted to ask you one of the things I wanted to ask you was how did you get singing the national anthem? How what was that like?
yeah, so that was kind of something that I'd wanted to do for a really long time.
Yeah.
But I was just too nervous, didn't want to mess up the game afterwards. Like, there's a lot of different things that go into it, but my mom really wanted me to do it. And
Yeah.
I said, you know what, it's my senior year. We don't have a ton of home games, and we were playing Heartland that night, and I went to Heartland, so I'm really good friends with a lot of the people that go there. So kind of having support from both teams kind of just like convinced me. And I mean, I think it went well. I didn't, choke, which was good because it was very nerve-wracking. And my team was right there to support me. They were very supportive, and then we went on to win the game. So that was really exciting.
Yeah. Um, so what were some of the things that you really went into the season? What were some of the goals that you had, and what did you like? What did you really want to get better in this year?
Yeah. So I know for sure for my team specifically, we kind of knew that we were a team that could go pretty far. And regardless of whether that means winning a state championship, you know, beating most of the teams we play, or even just improving a lot from where we started to where we ended. Um, and I think we accomplished that. I definitely saw a lot of growth. Obviously, we didn't win a state championship, but I'm still really proud of us. And, being a senior, I get to watch kind of how some of the other players have come into themselves as players. And it's really amazing to see that and be a part of that. And then, kind of more personally, I wanted to improve definitely my blocking, I would say, was something that I kind of wanted to work on because, in college, that definitely gets a lot more um, intense. So I wanted to kind of feel prepared for that. And I would say, that having a middle for a coach definitely helped me with that. She put a lot of emphasis on that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I know you've had a lot of time to, reflect back on this year and,
Mhm.
what has this program has meant to you, and, just what's it just been like to represent this program this season and
Yeah.
the past years?
Yeah. So this program means so much to me. I mean, just the people, the bonds that I've created with these girls, it's really special. And I mean, that's the reason I play this sport because, I love the people I'm playing with, and to have a lot of people in one place that are playing for that reason because we all love the sport and we want to be here together, and we're doing it for each other and we're doing it for ourselves. It really creates a really solid bond, and these are friendships that aren't going to go away when we go away to college. It's really special. And I'm really glad I got to be a part of that. And even girls that I haven't been with since freshman year, some of the underclassmen or some other people, like it's it really does bring you together having practice every single day for 3 hours every day. That brings you together, and going through the trials of like losing games or even just like long tournament days, like that kind of stuff. You just really create a close bond, and that's what's really special about the game to me.
Yeah. Okay. So you mentioned college in that next answer. And then
Yes.
that last answer, I should say, and you are going to be continuing your volleyball career. Kind of talk about that in the decision process and tell everybody where you're going to go.
Yeah, so I'm going to be going to Cedarville University to play volleyball, and that is in Ohio. It's kind of a medium-sized Christian school. It's Division 2. And I'm super excited about it. I met the team. I only met them once. I visited twice and I met the team once, but I really like the girls. And, I'm sure you can tell that that's something that's really important to me on a team is liking the people I'm being there with. And the coach has been really awesome. I feel like we really connect a lot. And the facilities and the facilities are beautiful. It's a very new campus. They have a lot of stuff, going up there. And they, um, the program is really great. They're a really good team. I think they're, I can't quite remember what the record was this season, but they're doing really well. There are some injuries, but they're a really good team. And, it just it felt like home. It was a really great, I kind of visited with both of my parents at different times and they were like, this, I can see you going here. This is a place that you would thrive in. So yeah, but I was super excited to commit to playing there.
Yeah. Um, what was the best moment from this past season?
Ooh, that's a tough question. Um Probably I would say probably senior night for me, because it was just it was we were kind of looking back on memories from the past 4 years, looking back on, like, the relationships we have with the teammates, and that was kind of more the focus, more so than just we did win the game, on senior night, but it was really special to, like, all acknowledge, like, I really like you guys and I'm really gonna miss this. And I think that's really special when, you have something that like everybody's coming together and like you're all celebrating the same thing. And yeah, I think senior night was probably my favorite.
Um, and last, actually two more things. How do you like mentally prepare for a game?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I don't necessarily have like, something that I do every single time, like a really strict routine. I definitely throughout the day, a couple days before the game, I definitely eat a lot more, drink a lot more water because I've definitely had those days where I haven't eaten enough and I'm just like not enough energy to play. And I don't want that. And then, one of my favorite things on the way to away games on the bus with my teammates, we blast music and we're dancing and singing at the top of our lungs. Those are probably some of my favorite memories from volleyball.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a really cool tradition.
Okay. I must ask, is there like an official team song or something?
There's not an official team song. One that we listen to a lot on the bus is the riff off from Pitch Perfect.
Okay.
That's one that everybody knows the words to. So
I guess you can call it that. It's the song. It's a song that everybody knows, and yeah,
yeah, for
every team
sure.
has one for some strange reason. So, all right. And lastly, what are you going to miss about high school volleyball, playing at Brighton, and all that?
Yeah. So I think, not just like obviously like the bonds with these girls, but specifically the people because I won't get the chance to play with them, a lot of them again. A couple, we have club season coming up. So a couple I'll be playing with through the rest of this year. But most I won't be playing with again. I won't be on the court with them, seeing them every day at practice. But, there's a lot of stuff that kind of you're gonna miss, but it'll get better in college maybe, or you'll be able to find something similar, but you can't replace the people. So
No, you can. All right. Abby, thank you so much for the time. Congrats on a great season, and let's have you on again sometime.
yeah, thank you so much for having me.